Welcome back to Operation GameCube, the channel where I apparently buy a large stack of PlayStation games. Let me explain. I'm going to move these off to the side. The last time I saw you, it was at the halfway point. I had successfully purchased 10 of the 20 games on my GameCube list, and I was at $0. But when I left that video off, I wasn't really at $0 because many of the avenues I'd identified to make money in the previous chapters were still making money. And before you knew it, I was sitting there with about $120 in the budget. And I could have just turned around and bought a few more games off the games list. But that wouldn't have been fun, and I kind of want that midway point to represent a little bit of a shift. Yes, I'm going to still have the other channels of revenue making some money in the background, and that'll help me finish out the games list quickly, but I wanted to take a few bigger swings. And so, this is all revolving around video games, but not really the idea of video game reselling at mass, at scale. And this $100 and $120 that I had in the budget offered me that opportunity. So I was looking on listings in my local market, and I found two of them, both for PlayStation games. One for PlayStation 4, the other for PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3. Picking up a lot of games here. They'll look like they're complete. These are looking pretty clean. Gotta go through all of these here bit by bit over time, but yep, they're all in here. And I was able to negotiate with these people a little bit back and forth and get to under $2 a game. I do not believe I swindled either of these people. They were absolutely pricing these to move, and they understood what they were doing. But none of these games are huge dollar games. I mean, if you look at this stack right here, I'll pick it up. It's a kind of a stack of mostly PlayStation 4, a little bit of PS3 littered in there. But they're $5 to $10 to maybe $15 games, and at $2 a pop, I think there might be some money to be made here. And some of these, I haven't really gone through every single one, but they're pretty clean. I mean, if you look at this is BioShock 2, fun game, not as good as the first one. But you can see right here, the disc is immaculate. I mean, this is, let's get this out of the case. There you go. I mean, that is perfect. I mean, that is so clean. So I'm going through all of these, getting the photos taken to post them on eBay, and I kid you not, I mean, every single one of these discs is absolutely mint. I mean, look at this. There isn't even, I know this is, you're seeing phone into screen here, but look at that thing. I mean, there isn't a smudge on it. There isn't a scratch. There isn't a nick, and that's all of them. Every single one of these discs, I swear the person who owned this just bought them, put them on a shelf, and never played them. And frankly, I'm finding, here's an example, I'm finding receipts tucked in here, and you can see more than just one. I don't know how much this is going to affect a PlayStation 3 disc's value, but I mean, everyone has a manual. I mean, most of them, actually, this one doesn't, but most of them do. And then the ones that seem to come with a poster, those posters are in here. I mean, maybe that'll help. If I'm looking to buy a PlayStation 3 game, I want the mintiest, most complete version, and I think I've got them here. So let's keep taking photos and get the rest of these things posted and see where this takes us. Well, the first night of the auction has cleared, and we have 8 games. Now, none of these are the big dollar ones. Those are ending tomorrow. I had to buy a scale to expedite shipping, but every ounce counts. The difference between a 5-ounce and a 4-ounce package is like 35 cents. And when you're selling games for $3, that's a lot of money. So 8 down, a few more to go, and let's see if we can break even.
Go team!
It's day 2 of dropping off postage. This time I've got about, what is that? I don't know, 9 or 10 different games to mail off. So I'm walking here to one of those drop boxes, gonna put them in, and I'm almost broken even. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm close to broken even here on my video game reselling adventures. So let's get these dropped off and get home. Well, folks, I am going to call this episode closed, but by no means is this revenue stream closing. Let me explain. I'd been hypothesizing I was getting close to break even. Well, boy, have I hit break even and then some. I actually spent $130 out of my budget on games to resale. PS3, PS4, and some Xbox games littered in there. Well, over the last, actually about a few weeks, as auctions have gone up and have been sold, and I have learned how to, as you've seen, shepherd a bunch of packages to postal drop-off in a little bit more of an expedited fashion than I've been doing earlier on in this challenge when I've been selling random things on eBay. After fees, after shipping, after all of that jazz, I have made a profit. Not a profit. I made back gross $171.46 off of an expense of $130. So my profit is right around $41 to this point. But I'm not done. I've got stacks of games left. I mean, this is just I'm grabbing a random chunk out of here. That's some PS3. As I said, I bought some Xbox as well. Here's a little chunk of Xbox. I have in total 40 games remaining. Now, they're not high dollar games, obviously. They've all gone up for auction. I've been starting all of them at $1.99 or $2.99, mostly $2.99. And these have all not sold. There are a few in here that sold and then the guy who bought them didn't pay me. That's annoying. So like this guy sold I think for like $16 and then he never paid me. It's back up for auction. It's got some interest already. So I don't think I'm done at $171. I think a lot of these will trickle sale over the next few weeks, and I will absolutely break $200. And then I'll be stuck with some games that no one wants, and I'll probably go to GameStop and beg them to take them off my hands for, pennies. All in, when I'm all done with this, I'll probably be somewhere in that $225 to $250 range. So $130 out of pocket, $220, $235 back is my forecast. It's my guess. So very successful, I think, and kind of fun. I've liked doing this. I'm going to probably keep doing this. Hopefully my wife doesn't get mad at me, but it's been fun. It's been fun to list them on eBay. It's been fun to have auctions going and see people bid on your stuff. I don't mind packaging some packages up and shipping them out the door. The process is pretty painless at this point, as long as they're, single game items like this. So who knows? I may go find more lots of PlayStation 3 games to buy off people if the price is right, and keep doing it. But as I said, $170 some. Let me bring up my notes here so I get the exact dollar right, because in Operation GameCube, every dollar counts and we do not fudge the numbers. $171.46. Now, as I said, I spent $130 of the money that I had in this budget from other avenues, other channels. When you add the $171 to what I had remaining, I am sitting at a whopping $209.71. That's a ton of money in the budget. And so I think we're going to take not one but two bites out of the games list and close this very enjoyable and very productive episode by buying games 11 and 12. And game 11, I can't believe it's this late in the game before I bought this game. It's Animal Crossing. Now, for me, Animal Crossing is one of those quintessential GameCube childhood memory games. I played this a lot, maybe more than I should have. I think I bought the strategy guide to know what months of the year certain fishes could be caught in my endeavor to catch every fish in my little town. This is, to me, one of the best atmospheric world-building games out there of the GameCube generation, and I really can't wait to have Foster play this. First of all, I think she can play it. I think she can handle the speed of this game. I think she'll find a lot of the little collecting community things to be fun. I think I'm a little apprehensive about getting sucked back in and having the time, certainly on like the daily cadence, to like visit your town and stuff like that. I don't think that's in my future, but I got it. I had to own this game. I wanted this game. Let's pull up the games list. Let's fill that one in. I got it for $39. For those of you who know what this game is going for right now, that's not a bad buy. It's a little rough, as you can see from these pictures. The disc definitely has seen some better days. Now, the seller promised that it would play fine, and it does. It plays perfectly fine. It's got the manual, very good shape, which I love to see. And something that I was a little perturbed by when I realized what I bought, and now I kind of think is fun, I'm telling myself it's fun, it's the Canadian copy. Now, that still plays on the North American GameCube. It's in English, all that fun stuff, but the cover has French on it. So, yeah, I've never owned a Canadian game before. I do now. It plays, like I said, on the GameCube. The North American copy is the North American copy. It's just, I guess in Canada, products like this have a requirement to have both English and French on their covers. So there you go. So that's game 11, and that was $39 out of the budget. The second game we're knocking off the list couldn't be more different from Animal Crossing, and we're actually going to close our first category here on Operation GameCube for $29.50, which I think was a pretty good deal. I picked up Resident Evil 4. Now, nothing is more depressing than seeing a used game cost sticker for less than you bought. So when this was newer and in nicer condition, someone paid $17.99 for it, and this sucker over here spent $29.50. But hey, it's a great looking copy. It's complete in box, black label, has the manual, both discs, both super clean. And this is a game I've never played before. I have never played this Resident Evil game. I haven't played many Resident Evil games. I was never a horror kid growing up, like a Halloween-themed movie now and again, but you can't watch, read, listen, look at a GameCube top 20 list and not see Resident Evil 4 sniffing the top 5. So either everyone's drinking false Kool-Aid or there's something here. And as I said when I built my games list, I wanted to have the unknown, the new to me, be a part of this challenge. And so I put that on the list, and I thought, hey, I found a good deal at it, $29.50, let's pick it up. So bringing up that games list again, here we are at 12 of 20. We've closed out Atmospheric. We've got plenty more to go, and we still have $141 and a few pennies, but $141 left in the budget on Operation GameCube. So, maybe I'm turning around and spending more money on more games to flip, or I'm finding some other harebrained scheme to make more money. But I think you got to spend money to make money. At least that's where I'm feeling I am right now, as I continue to strive to complete my GameCube collection of my childhood. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following along Operation GameCube. Give this video a like. Give me a comment if you don't mind. I'd love to hear from you. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see what comes next on Operation GameCube.